to you.
Thank you so much, Professor Ivan. And well, it is a pleasure being invited here. Thanks to Dr. Kremsak, my colleague. And I can see that we have people from various countries, right? From Australia, from Korea, from India, from all over the world. I think you are representative of United Nations in here in this congress. So excellent. Well, today I have been invited to talk about something that I really like. This is going to be digital tools that would help you with teaching process. Well, I leave the learning process away because we are educator, right? Teaching mainly, and then the learning will follow. And I have about 1 hour in total with you. So if you have any questions, please just ask Michael at the end of my presentation. And you can see that I am a smiley person, always smile. So no question would hurt me. If you have any concern or anything that you like me to really explain more, don't hesitate. And by the way, I am made in Griffith. In 1998, I received my Master of Technology Management from Griffith University. You see the logo? This is the old version, so I'm quite authentic, right? True and true Griffith person. Back then, I was doing my degree at Dayton campus, but later on, as a part of my PhD, I studied there, Gold Coast campus with Abdul Sattar. So it's been quite a while since I left Australia, more than 20 years actually, and I do miss my life there so much. Well, by the way, my university, thank you to Dr. Griang, we do have MOU for dual degree program with Griffith School of Engineering and Built Environment. With this, I have Dean Cholatis here. Hello, Mr. Dean. Would you like to say anything, sir?
Hi, everybody. Oh, it's like a United Nation actually. I think you have the right guy for you for this presentation today about the online learning for the engineering program. Talking about the MOU with Griffith, it's several years ago, we have the dual degree program in civil engineering with the help of Dr. Griang, while he's still the faculty member over there. So, but unfortunately, it's hard to find a student to go there yet for the degree program, but we hope that after COVID, we can have some activity like a student exchange. We have some student exchange program with Zhejiang University from China, and we have collaboration with railway engineering from China too. So we can have a student exchange or some research activity or academic activity after the COVID. And we're exciting to welcome students from Griffith University and any university here. You can have the summer camp in Thailand, and students will enjoy it very much. And I hope that everybody will enjoy the talk from Dr. Worasong, because he's the one that pushing my teacher here in engineering school to do the online learning, the every tool. The good thing is that my experience that the engineering teacher, they're really keen in technology, but the most difficult part is how to apply that educational tool to teach in the old experience, to blend in to their old experience in engineering teaching. This is require both lecturing and especially the hand-on practice. So that still the challenge that we have to find a solution. But I think that the content that Dr. Rosong will share with all of us today will very, very helpful, and hope that you enjoy it today very much. Thank you very much, Dr. Rosong, and thank you very everybody for being here. Okay.
Thank you, Dean Cholatit. Thank you. Hopefully we can welcome our Griffith people in the future. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have prepared my slide, and it is going to be a website. I can give you the link in a moment. And let me tell you, if you see any page with this moving finger like this, you can click on it to open supplementary information. You don't need to type anything. You just open up the link I provided, and then you just click to open. All right, this is the web link that I prepared with bit.ly/gu_Padlet. Once again, that is bit.ly/gu_Padlet, lowercase. Okay, if you open up this link, then you can get a copy of my slide. Okay, I give you one moment to type this. Okay, and I will also share you the link in the Zoom chat, bit.ly/gu_Padlet. Okay, I have shared the link. Now, if you would like to scan, please do so. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's move on. Okay, this is table of contents for my talk today. I will start with introduction, followed by Padlet 101. And after 101, I will have 102 and then conclusion. Okay, so we will start with something very simple, although I know that some of you are very advanced already, but please allow me to provide some foundation information. First thing first, introduction. Well, my colleagues, we know that we used to learn and we used to teach face to face. That is something in our blood. But this day, with the COVID and with the changing environment, with the technology that is happening so fast, we need to also teach online. Sometimes we combine online and face to face together. Okay, you can have a part of your teaching online. You can have part of teaching face to face, or you could have combination at the same time. That has created some kind of scenario that make us, how to say, tired sometimes. So we need helping hand. The helping hand that we can use could be some tools, for example, Padlet that I will share with you today. And I call that technology enhanced learning. Technology to enhance the learning process or the teaching process. And if you ask me, are you teaching fully online right now? Well, I have definition from Salon Consortium. If you teach 30% to 79% online, that is called blended learning or hybrid learning. But if you teach more than 80% online, that is already classified as fully online. This kind of classification reminds me of something. When I was young, this is how I received education. 100% traditional, 100% face-to-face. Later on, when I studied at Griffith University, back in 1997, it was pretty much web facilitated. Then I continued to do my PhD at Griffith University first. At that time, it was still pretty much web facilitated, but starting to see something blended. Okay, it was in 1998. At that time, I have to say, internet was not the same as today. Many things start to develop, start to emerge. We did not have iPad. The smartphone that I had back then was Nokia early model, black and white screen. See, things start to change. Back then, the technology that we love to use would be something like webboard, asynchronous. Dr. Krian can post something, and then at night, I happen to find time, so I read his post and I can make reply. It was something very cool already back then, but today we have some new things. We understand that when we teach, we need to have content and we have to have pedagogy, how to teach. Combination of pedagogy and content makes us a very cool lecturer already. But if we can use also technology to help our teaching process, it will make us pretty much more stronger. We can have some helping tool to help us, not to lead us, not to guide us, but to help us to teach. The question is how? What kind of tools can we use? And this chart also remind me of how important helping hand could be. Well, When I studied at Griffith University back then, this technology, this technique was pretty much used. Flipped classroom. My lecturer, I remember his name, Dr. Rod Farwarton. He tend to have a lot of video clips that I need to study before I come to the class. I thought that was so cool already because I have the power. I can tell, hey Rod, could you repeat that again? Then I put the button rewind. If he talked too slowly, I can fast forward. If I would like him to stop, then I can hit stop. It was the power of the teaching process back then. But this day, that is not quite good enough already. We talk about personalized learning. We talk about game-based learning. We talk about many kind of teaching process that could make our teaching process better. The question is, what kind of tools can we use? Well, I have a research together with Professor Dr. Jintavi Kaisang of Chulalongkorn University in Thailand. We have developed a set of tools, as you can see on the screen, and this is real tools that we use at my university. We have 4 circles. The orange one represents online learning resources. The blue one represents online class preparation, including creating video clips. The red one means online class management. And the green one, I mean online activities and assessment. The question is, what kind of tools will fit into each ring? Well, I can tell you now, I think, in my opinion, in my experience, based on the research that I do with Dr. Jintavi, Padlet, 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 and Padlet fit all inside these 4 rings. Really? Let me tell you. Okay, together with Dr. Jintavi, we also developed this IDM tools card. IDM means integrated disruptive mobile technology enhanced learning. We are talking about technology that we can simply use mobile phone to access, to manage, and to use in everyday life to make our teaching process better. Well, with this, we have Padlet in center. In center, well, we have media creation, we have collaboration, we have communication tools. We want to boost up critical thinking and creativity process. And we put Padlet in the middle. There must be some kind of reasons to why Padlet is in the center. And today I will share with you why. So with this, let me move along to Padlet 101. Okay, Padlet 101. Well, Padlet is not something new. It has been around for many years, actually since 2008. Back then, the name was called Wall Wisher. Wall Wisher, you make a wish to the wall. You can post many things to the wall, and then you can also enjoy the wall together with your colleagues. Back then, it was quite a popular tool, but not for teaching process. It was pretty much for working environment. The company actually expanded, and they found that it has been quite popular among teaching at the school level, at the higher education level, and also training across the globe. So it has become very popular. Many people use Padlet since 2012. Why? Because it is very easy to use, no ad, so nothing would interfere with the learning and teaching process. And as I mentioned before, it is very, very easy to use. So it has become popular. You know, in 2008 up to 2012, it was totally free. You can enjoy Padlet without having to pay anything. But since 2012, they realized they did not have enough money to pay for the bandwidth. Too many people use Padlet. So they introduced premium plan since 2012. Back then, many teachers around the world complained. Even me, I write to the CEO of Padlet. I asked him, hey, do you think Thai teachers are rich? You're charging money. That is not cool. So the CEO replied me back saying that although they charge money, but they also have a way that we can use it for free. And I will also share with you that information today as well. So with the reply from the CEO of Padlet, I feel this is kind of a tool that really care. It is not a tool that comes and make money. It is a tool that will stay on and help teaching and learning process. And with this, I have some exciting information to share with you. There is one research center based in UK called C4LPT, Center for Learning and Performance Teaching Technologies. Each year, this center will send survey to teachers and educators around the world, including me and you. And they will compile a list. And they have this list, top 300 tools for learning 2021. And for this one, they actually rank Padlet in number 26, as you can see here, number 26 out of 300. And this is a tool that will help you organize your content, and it is a bulletin board. Okay, if you open up the link that I share with you and you click on Padlet, you will find out more information. So let me share you the link. Right, it's down 3 places in 2021. It was better in 2020, but still it is one really good tool. I'm sorry if I say one damn good tool. I cannot teach without this one. I cannot work without this one. So I would like to share with you this information. And if you can look at this screen, it is not a new tool. It has appeared in this survey, in this report since 2010. Ranked 26 in 2010, 54 2011, 23 in 2020, and right now 26 again. And if you scroll down further, you can see comments from teachers and educators around the world. Okay, we use Padlet for this reason, we use Padlet for those reasons. I really enjoy reading all the comments in here. Some of them utilize Padlet in the way that I never thought possible before. This is how I learned how to use Padlet. So it is not only from me, but from me reading this kind of comments year in and year out. And I would like to make a summary of that and share with you today. So, well, 26 according to C4LPT. What else do I have? Let me have a look. Okay, I use another tool, WordCloud, from wordclouds.com to analyze this web page. Okay, this web page, Top Tools for Learning 2021, number 26 Padlet. This website has analyzed for me the repeating keywords of the people posted on that web page. You can see that learning is the most talked about keywords, and then cookies, and then ideas, and then responses, chat, personal, so on and so forth. You can see here by yourself that people utilize Padlet in different ways, but it could help you generate ideas. It could allow you to share something important. It has become a necessary tool for many teachers. It helps you to engage your students. It allows you to have personal area that you can keep on building your knowledge, and it allows you to do many more interesting things. Ladies and gentlemen, Padlet give you endless possibilities indeed, in my opinion. It allows you to do many cool stuff. And Padlet itself is always changing. Right now, if you go to Padlet.com, you're gonna see pretty much clean and clear screen, just like what you see on my slide here. And today, Padlet had 7 setups, 7 types. The first one you can see here, this is wall type, wall. Okay, I will come back to this later, but this is the first one. The second one, the green one, canvas type. As you can see, there are arrows linking each post. You could use this one to draw maybe conceptual mapping, mind mapping, or diagrams. The next one in blue color, this is shelf format. Then we have one column only, okay, in purple format. And then we also have grid format in orange. We have timeline in dark green, and we also have map in dark blue color. 7 types, 7 ways to utilize Padlet, and I will show you tricks and tips along the way on how you can make Padlet better. By the way, Padlet itself is a web-based service. You can just open up web link, use Padlet. But if you have tablet or mobile phone, I recommend you to download application. Okay, iOS, click here, Android, click here, and Amazon devices, you can click there. Okay, so you can install application for free. And since Griffith already provide you with upgraded version of Padlet, you can enjoy Padlet without limitation. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Now, slide number 23. As I mentioned before, Padlet has 7 types. The first one in red color, we call it wall type. The purple one column only, we call it stream type. And then orange version, we call it grid type. And then the blue one, shelf. Dark blue, map. Light green, canvas, and deep green, timeline. Each of them will give you different kind of experience and different way to control the class. And that brings me to chapter 3, Padlet 103. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as I mentioned before, you can utilize Padlet to do many things. You can, assign students to do a homework, especially master and PhD students. I found this one is very effective. They can upload their work and they can keep track on their work easily, okay, on Padlet. Well, you can also create video on demand, teaching clips, easy, using Padlet. You can do class check, you can personalize, you can give them instant feedback or delay feedback. You can do class attendance check, you can do a bookmarking, you can give reaction, Twitter feed, street view. You can create collection of your cool stuff by yourself. You can create timeline, and you can be even freestyle. You can do many things with the Padlet. But the question is, well, I believe that Padlet fits in all the 4 rings that you can see here. It helps you with online learning resources. It will help you with online class preparation. It will help you with online class management. It will also help you with online activities and assessment. Is that true? Well, have a look at the next slide with me. As I mentioned before, I insert Padlet in all 4 rings. I need to prove to you now that this is actually the fact. So let's start with the first one, the orange ring, online learning resources. Well, I put this alongside other cool stuff, for example, Pinterest, Merlot.org, OER, TeacherTube, Creative Commons. But I need to prove to you that Padlet can really do that. So to do so, let me open up my Padlet. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see from the screen, I have already logged into this Padlet. Unfortunately, I am not on premium plan like you guys. I use free version, but still I have a way that I can increase capacity of my Padlet to match with your version, the premium one. So what you are going to see here would be equivalent to whatever you can use. Okay. Right now, I have logged into my Padlet, and of course, you can see the Padlet that I have made. Okay, I have made, I don't know how many, let me check. I think I have made more than 300 Padlet so far. I have used Padlet a lot. This is one of the tools that I cannot live without. Now, I can click here, gallery. Okay, if I hit this button, what I will enjoy for free is Padlet that other people created, and Padlet actually selected for us to utilize. For example, I am IT guy, but if I would like to train to run half marathon with Dr. Krian, let's say, I can look here how to train your first half marathon. I can click there and have a look at this Padlet. Well, if I found this Padlet is good enough, I would like to make a copy. I would like to reuse for my own teaching or for my own personal like. What I can do is easy. Up top here, you can see this heart icon, remake, share. What I will do is I am going to duplicate this one to be mine. So I can hit this button, remake. Now I am hitting remake. Immediately, I can set up this Padlet. I can change the title. I can change the description. I can choose if I want to copy only design, or I can choose if I would like to copy post or both of them. For this reason, I would pick up both design and post. Okay, so everything will be mine. I don't need to create it. I just make sure that I tick these two boxes and hit submit. Now, if I hit submit, I can sing Waltzing Matilda, and before that song finish, this Padlet is already mine. I have copied it. Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes you could be surprised. Whatever you are going to teach or whatever you have interest on, you can go to Padlet and hit the gallery button on the left hand side. You could find something relevant. It could be 100% relevant, or it could be partly or partially relevant. But hey, you don't need to create everything from zero. You can copy. Other people have done the work for you, but you need to open up your eyes, go around and look and check, and within no time, you can copy and make it your own. Once you have it as your own, of course you can modify it. For example, I don't like the dark background, I can change it. For example, I want to make it yellow, I can make it yellow. I want to make it red, I can make it red. I can do whatever I like. I can even change the background to be fruitful like that. Okay, this is my working space already. Nobody else would know. And then I can decide if I would like to share this one with my students, with my colleagues, or just keep it to myself as a secret note. This is my world. I can do whatever I like. Well, you can also do this one. Go to the gallery, look for whatever other people have created, and then copy it to be your own. Once you have copied, you can modify it, you can customize it, you can add content, you can even remove. For example, I want to delete this section, delete, it is gone. How about that? I can enjoy free quality content that other people selected for me. Well, this could be directly related to your work, to your life, or it could be nonsense. It could not be something that you can use, but who knows? For me, I keep my eye on it. Okay, sometimes I found something useful, sometimes it is not. One time I used this one, best song of 2015. At least it gives me some kind of relaxing time. So you can also have a look and then decide if it is going to be useful to you or not. And that is my orange ring. If I continue to the blue ring online class preparation, now I need to prove to you. Ladies and gentlemen, let me open up Padlet again. Okay, I am going to hit the pink button on the top right hand side, make Padlet. Now I am going to make Padlet, and then I am going to create a wall type. Now this is wall type Padlet, and each time we create Padlet, it will randomly pick up background and then title and description for us. Now I would like to change the title. Demo for GU. Description, I love you all. Now, I want to also insert an icon. I would like to be creative, so I will go for something with like this, the block, the light block. Okay, and I will also customize the web address to be GU demo. And I love this background, so I will leave it for now. Ladies and gentlemen, now I have already created my Padlet ready to be deployed, and I just share with you the link in Zoom chat. Now, if this is for me to be used for teaching, I would love to create video recording of myself saying hello to my students. So what I do is I would tap this plus sign on the bottom right hand side, and then immediately you are going to see that there are green icons, orange icon, and the pink one. In this case, I will pick up the pink one, and I will look for video recorder. Voila! Now I see here video recorder. So I will hit on video recorder. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I give permission for Padlet to access my camera and my microphone. So I can hit this pink button again to start recording. So let me do it. Hello, good afternoon. This is Michael. Lovely to see you all. Don't forget, slip, slop, slap. See you then. Bye bye. Okay, stop. Right now, you can preview your recording. If you think it is good enough, you can hit playback and save, or you can discard and restart again. For this time, I would hit playback and save, and then just save again, and then publish. Now I have got myself a Padlet with video clip of me saying hello for 13 seconds to my students. My students can open up the link that I shared with you in the Zoom chat. Immediately, they can enjoy my content. Okay, hello, good afternoon. This is okay. You can also do the same thing. Okay, it is quite easy. And by the way, if I copy and paste link to my slide, okay, let me show you. Now I am going to give you link to my slide. I will hit on orange button here, the link icon. Here's the link. Now you are going to also be able to click to open my slide from this Padlet as well. How easy it is. If I would like to add picture, I can also hit adding, and then you can see this orange icon with the picture sign. Hit on it, and I can even search. Let's say I will search for my name. Warasuang. I'm not quite sure if that is going to be my picture. Okay, now I can see that there are some picture related to me in here. So I can even publish right there immediately. I don't need to even upload from my computer. So if I would like to upload or to show students something related to engineering, I could type the keyword, for example, engine, turbine engine, turbine engine. Okay, let's see if I can find it. Voila! I don't need to do much. I just search and then just post. I think this is a very easy way to come up with something that you can really use. Okay, Simon says something for any Griffith people here today. Oh, okay, sorry, this is announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, I can also make decision. If I would like to engage my students, I can ask my student to upload the content. With that, I can decide if I would like to share this one to my students for them to write or to read only. If I choose read, they can read whatever I post only. If I allow them to write, I can hit here. If I choose this option, they can also post. If I click here, they can also edit. For this reason, I will go for can write. Okay. Right now, I have already changed the permission. You can also post in here. Could you try that for me, please, my dear class, my dear colleagues? Could you please go to this Padlet? Okay, I give you the link again. Just try. You can upload your picture, search for your picture, post anything, any web link. You can just hit this plus sign on the bottom right, and then you can share with me anything. Just try, just play with it. I think Dr. Kriang has uploaded a picture of Griffith University. This is Gold Coast campus, right? I never seen this building before.
Dr. Michael, I can't insert the video for some reason.
Because you are using Zoom.
Oh,
right?
okay.
The Zoom occupy the camera, so
I see.
you
I
can
see.
do this if you have
So
the camera.
I try maybe stop the camera.
Right. Now I would like to share with you picture of my university. Let's see if okay. This is my Bangkok campus. Okay, and we have actually SkyTrain parked in front of our campus. So hop on, hop off, only 1 minute to the campus. Very fast and very efficient way of traveling. So hopefully one day I can welcome you all to my university. All right, excellent. Now I can see that you're trying. We can also engage our learners in a different way. For example, I can allow my learners or my colleagues, okay, to comment or to give reactions, which I can choose whether or not they can hit like, and we can count number of likes in this time, in this heart symbol. We can see if they can vote up or down. We can also ask them to give star rating on the scale of 1 to 5, and it will display average. Or we can give them to give grading. Now, this is on the scale of 1 to 100, but you can change it. For example, if you have homework, they need to upload something and you or the class will help grade the work. You can say, okay, this will worth 10 points. Okay, in this case, I will show you example. Maximum grade is 10. Okay, so right now, my dear colleagues, you can see that for each post, you can also say something, give the comment. Okay, you can also give your grade. For example, now I will give 7 out of 10. You can see that there is one person giving rating 7 out of 10. If more people give the score, give the grade. It will display the average. So I always use this one for peer assessment, inside the classroom, especially when I teach master or PhD students. For PhD, I ask my students to do some reading and they need to make presentation of their readings. I will ask their colleagues inside the class to give the grading after the presentation is done. I will be also one person who give the grading, but in the end, the average score will be the score that the student will receive after each class. That is a perfect way to utilize peer assessment technique. Okay, and you don't need to use any other kind of tools. You can just utilize this. Besides, the classmate can ask question, okay, by giving the comments under each post. So this is kind of easy way to track, to help the class to continue in the way that we love. By the way, this Padlet is shown under the wall type. You can see that on my screen, new Padlet post will appear on the top left-hand side, and then it will continue to the right-hand side, and then it will have second line. Post on the second line will appear next to the top line always. This is called wall type. If I change the format, if I were to change the format, let me show you, to grid type, then it will look like we're drawing a grid line, okay? So the second line will not appear next to the first line post, unlike the wall type. There is always a constant even gap between the first line, second line, and even third line. This is the grid type. If I were to change it again to stream type, the purple color, right now it is going to be only single column, only one column. And you can decide if the last post will appear on top or the last post will appear at the bottom. It is your control. You can control everything by yourself. Okay, that is your own decision. For me, this is how I always interact with my students. The last post appears on top. Now, if I change the format again to be shelf, this one I always use when I teach small class, for example, master or PhD. It might not be good for teaching big class. For example, if my first student, his name is Roger, okay, I will have a column for Roger, and second one, Lisa. Okay, let's say if I have three students, Roger, Lisa, and Dean. Roger will have to submit his homework under his column. Lisa would have submit her work under her column, and of course Dean. And I will have always my first column for myself. If I would like to share anything, I will post under the first column. For example, homework. Homework due tonight. And I can say blah, blah, blah. So my students under agreement with me will have to open up my Padlet on my teaching day, and he or she or they will get homework from here, and they need to submit homework under the column. So this is another way to use Padlet. Normally, I will have some kind of easy homework to arouse their engagement. They will have the feeling that, oh, they just open up Padlet and they have easy homework, doesn't have to do much, but they can have interaction with me, with the classmate. I always ask them to also make a comment on their friend's post. That is how I engage my students, and I have found this is quite an easy way to maintain student engagement. Next one, Canvas. the green one. For this one, you can drag your post around just like so, okay? And then you can actually connect. You can make a relationship link, okay? For example, now I have connected. This is great to be able to try this out in the middle. Okay, I can have one-to-one, one-to-many. I can even insert my comments. For example, I say I used to study here. See, and whenever you move it, the arrows will also move with you. You don't need to adjust the movement of each post. It will move for you like this dancing style. Okay, so I use this one pretty much when I draw the conceptual framework. If I would like to explain my students about diagram or models, this one is a very effective way. And if they have any questions, they can always give me comments under each post. So this is another way. Next one, timeline. Timeline is by itself, well, a timeline. For example, I can say in 1999, I received my Master of Technology Management from Griffith University. Then in 2012, I returned back to Bangkok. Like that. So students would understand my teaching with the timeline format. Okay, this is good when you have something sequential to teach. Not good for linear, but good for sequential things. Okay, this is very easy way to explain. It is like a train. And then the last one that I would like to touch on is map. Change format again. I will click on the map. This one is a beauty. I always use this one from the first week. For example, if I ask, hey, where are you from? Could you give me your address? Rough address would do. For example, I myself, okay, work here, Sipatum University. Okay, I can see that if I search Sipatum University, I got the address here. I hit on it and publish. Now, immediately, I have a map. So since Griffith is truly international, you're going to have students from all over the world. Imagine if for the first class you ask students to pin their address, you're going to see diversified locations of your students, where they're from. But I can do more. For example, I can hit ... here, and I can link it up to Google Maps. Okay, now I hit Google Maps. Now I can see Google Maps, and of course, Google Maps has Street View. If I would like to show you Street View of my campus, here we go. Right, now this is my Bangkok campus. This picture is a little bit old, older more than 3 years, because right now in front of here, we have SkyTrain on Skyline station parked in front of our campus, and you can just hop off and then visit our campus. Okay, this is our main building. And imagine with me, with the COVID, you cannot bring your students all the way to the places you would like them to know. Maybe factory, maybe kind of places that you know by your heart. It will enhance your student experience if you can take them there. With this, you can utilize Padlet map and then bring your student there without even have to take them there by themselves or by yourself. And then you could use your creativity to make this one more fun. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as I mentioned before, I could apply Padlet to create contents for class preparation. In fact, the same way, I can use it for class management. For example, I can say, okay, people who already inside the class, could you comment me with this term? For example, think about Marvel character. Right now, people in the class comment a Marvel character so I can know that you listen to me and I can see the time that you pause. I always do that. I surprise my students with immediate tasks and they need to prove to me that they listen to me. They comment or they post something that relate to whatever I just speak. And that is how I engage my student. Something simple, something surprise, using just Padlet. So my student will always remember that they need to maintain level of engagement with me. Otherwise, they will not earn engagement points. And I can also use this one for assessment. As I mentioned before, we could grade the students. What if I change the access, right, to be read only after they have submit their work, but I am able to give the grading. So it will be myself only do the grading, not peer assessment, or you can utilize peer assessment technique. Ladies and gentlemen, Padlet is versatile. You can use Padlet to do many things. Unfortunately, with limited time, today I can only preview the Padlet. But in conclusion, I would like to give you this observation point. To my experience, Padlet is one of the two tools that I cannot teach without or cannot work without. One is Padlet. Second one is Canva. With these two tools, I can teach, I can do many things. I have found, once again, Padlet and Canva are the top two tools that I cannot live or teach or work without. And of course, both of them Griffith has got for free, right? And Canva, the one that I use right now, is also made in Australia. So that is an extra reason why I love to use Canva. Both tools are easy to use, Padlet and Canva. You don't need to learn much. You can just utilize. I have found that my students right now, I teach even Gen Z. I don't need to teach them how to use Padlet. They know how to use by heart. It is quite a good tool for teaching and learning process and also for your personal life. You can enjoy it for free. As Dr. Iwan mentioned,